What's up, guys? Welcome. My name is TJ. I'm going to be unboxing the limited edition of Halo 4 right here. I'm going to show you this box and what all is inside of here, and then I'm going to switch over to the game, which I have in my Xbox right now, and show you the title screen and options and various things on the game that I can show you without going online. I'm not going to be going online because they are banning people who have an early copy who have not registered with their whitelist, and I don't really want to get banned, so here we'll just show you kind of the general unboxing and title screen of Halo 4 Limited Edition. So here we go. This is the box. This is the box that it comes in. It's pretty cool. It has a little plastic thing that kind of slides off and you're left with this pretty dope looking box. Has a nice little cap on the back here. Reclaimer Saga Begins at the top right there. Kind of talks about Master Chief here. Shipwrecked on a mysterious world faced with new enemies and deadly technology, the Master Chief returns to battle an ancient evil bent on vengeance and annihilation. Talks more about Halo 4, digital contents, things that come in here, and then there's like a UNSC Infinity briefing packet, which I think is probably one of the coolest parts about this whole package. So here's a brief overview. You've got the box, you've got the discs, and then you've got this briefing packet, and then there's a poster here. The poster is already up on one of our walls here, so I'm including a link to go check out the details of this poster that I took pictures of in the description box. So definitely go check that out if you want to see the details for it. So there's that. Now let's open this baby up. It's got a nice little magnetic closing to keep that down like that. And here are the contents inside. On the back there's nothing here, just on the side it says Halo 4. Now we have a couple items right here. We have a little kind of packet. You can flip through the pages. I'll go through that. We have you had to actually tear this open. Is a little note here about, it's kind of a letter. It's presented as a letter from the UNSC to this. You're a Spartan, right? You're being trained, and there's this red bundle has a couple online access things, and this is your discs. So I'll show you the discs real quick. I have the disc 1 already in the Xbox ready to go, and this is disc 2, which has the War Games maps on it and the Spartan Ops. It kind of installs some of the data, and then you have to download some of it too. You have to have a Xbox Live connection to play Spartan Ops, I do believe, because I'm not able to play it because I need to be online, and I don't want to take that risk quite yet. But it's only a couple days away. This is a metallic, kind of a painted over metallic package. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's check out these other things over here. The coolest thing is actually this right here. It says Infinity over here on the side. It's blue, has the UNSC logo right there. This is property of Spartan Gabriel Thorne. That's who we're supposed to be. And you open up to this page right here. You have a kind of a handwriting thing on the side, and you have a more printed thing over here. And I'll just go ahead and read it through. I mean, I figure you're watching this video because you're really interested in what it says. And it's really cool to feel it in your hand, so I don't think I'm really going to be spoiling it. And plus, you get the poster, and you actually get access to all these things. So the information here is not, to me, really the special stuff. It's like the access, it's the codes, it's the memorabilia, it's the stuff in your hand. So on the handwritten stuff, in case you can't see it, I'm just going to go ahead and read it out. In case you couldn't tell, the letter on the next page was written by a UNSC committee that still thinks of the Spartans as a Navy project and not their own branch. Well, they wrote it, and my bosses, in a fit of play nice with the rest of the UNSC, made me sign it. But what the committee and my bosses didn't do was ship the thing out, leaving me the opportunity to add my own coda. So here it is. There are a lot of asses that need kicking in this galaxy, and the Spartans are the ones who are going to do the largest share. The only thing keeping humanity afloat most days is you and yours, Spartan. My advice, do your job. Do it well. Come back home in one piece so we can do it all again tomorrow. Palmer. Then over here is the printed one. Spartan, welcome aboard the UNSC Infinity. and welcome to the next phase of your stellar career. Cutting-edge technology, advanced weapon systems, and the finest personnel allow Infinity to act as the UNSC's flagship, a symbol of strength and the vanguard of humanity's future. A Spartan is no different. Spartans are recruited from across the UNSC because we want the best we can find, regardless of the branch of service, rank, or training. You choose enlistment with the Spartans because you knew you'd never find a bigger challenge anywhere else, and you were right. Your sacrifices are many. You have survived augmentation routines that would kill most humans. Your march through hell has just begun. You are a Spartan. Your potential and your skills are what enable Infinity to complete her mission and ensure humanity's survival in a hostile galaxy. Serve with honor. Spartan Sarah Palmer, Infinity Commander. And then she signs it. Turn the pages. These pages are thick, too. I kept thinking I was skipping over them when I was reading it the first time. Kind of got a diagram of the Infinity here. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it. That's the ship blueprint. Information over here on the sides. Middle kind of talks about it. Just super detailed stuff. Emergency deployment. Turn the next page. Talks about the human weapons. Kind of their details, you know, how many rounds they shoot, how many holes in the magazine, their length, their weight, the technical terms for each one of them. Battle rifle, assault gun, assault rifle, rail gun, the SAW, which is the kind of an upgraded assault rifle, the DMR, the sniper rifle, sticky detonator, that's a new one also. It kind of throws a it's kind of like, oh, what was that? I forget the name of the gun, but from reach, and you would shoot it, and then you release it to explode it. It kind of bounced along the way, and it would explode. Can't quite remember right now. Shoots basically a sticky, almost directly. It's not even affected by gravity, and then you activate it to explode, and it can kill people, and if it's direct hit. Over here. This is actually kind of cool. Okay, so this is talking about you as a Spartan, what you're supposed to do. All Spartan 4 class operatives must take the following measures in order to maintain their body's healthfulness following their participation in the Spartan 4 augmentation program. Care for armor. All Spartan 4 armor care is performed on S deck in the armor bay by qualified Class 61 techs. Spartan 4s are never to attempt any care or maintenance of the armor themselves. Each set of Spartan 4 armor can be outfitted with modifications that enhance the base functionality. Spartans can requisition mods based on mission need or personal combat ability. That's kind of talking about how you get, you know, armor mods in the game, but it's explaining it as if it actually applies. Individual armor pieces can be requisitioned for each Spartan based on mission need, but selecting based purely on cosmetic desires is discouraged. Any customization of armor color must conform to UNSC Equipment Code Rule 20.0062. Diet. All Spartan 4 class operatives will consume meals only from the designated mess hall aboard Infinity. Spartan 4 meals are specially prepared with 2 guidelines in mind to meet the specific needs of each individual. Each Spartan 4 has different caloric needs based on activity data gathered by his or her individual physiometer. Each Spartan 4 requires different levels of vitamins, nutritional supplements, and ancillary medications to aid in continued physiological well-being and reduced risk of future implant rejections. Exercise. Standard UNSC PT practices should still be followed. However, due to physical augmentations, basic gym equipment should be considered unsafe for use. All exercises must be performed only on Spartan 4 class operative approved equipment located in the S deck armor bay. Sleep. Spartan 4 class operatives can expect to perform optimally with a minimum of 2.5 hours of sleep per 48-hour cycle. That is crazy to think about. You only need 2.5 hours every 2 days. That's crazy. Cryosleep best practices for UNSC personnel are applicable to Spartan 4s as well. Continued medical care. Before and after each sortie, Spartan 4 class operatives shall report to the S deck armor bay for physiological scans, reviews, and treatment. This is a letter from Sarah Palmer, who wrote the previous letter to all the Spartan forces. Spartan. It's one thing to be an overachieving badass such as yourself, but it's something else altogether to be a specialist. What's a specialist? A Spartan who has gone above and beyond, honing their skills to achieve new levels of combat artistry. You may be handy with a sniper rifle, but a specialist can shoot from the hip and still put a round between the target's eyes 3 clicks away on a windy, moonless night. Once you've proved yourself, I can hear you now. Commander Palmer, how can I, an already meticulously timed ass-kicking machine, possibly achieve these new levels of near-deified greatness? Once you've proved yourself worthy in Wargames training, and I mean worthy, I want to see rate 50, Spartans. You can apply for a specialist rating weapons, but with cutting edge, you can apply for a specialist rating in your field of choice, asterisk. If you're feeling like a real show-off, you can apply for multiple specialist rankings. Why 50? Specialists work not only with particular weapons, but with cutting-edge, read expensive armor mods, and we're not handing those out to everyone. Whenever you're ready for the next step, Spartan, let me know. Palmer. So this is talking about rising in ranks and getting specializations, and then armor mods and equipment mods, and etc., etc. In case you don't know about that, just go, I'll explain it real quick, but basically you level up through level 50 first, and then you get access to these specializations. 2 are available at launch unless you have the limited edition, in which case all 8 are available to you at launch. You choose one, you level up 10 more, and then you can access the next one. You can't use any other specializations until you level up with that one. But you can explore that more if you go check out like Naked Eli's videos, or just YouTube, search for it. Ship R&R opportunity schedule. Greetings, all Infinity crew members. The following dates are a great time for you to plan your R&R. Please clear all requests for time off with your supervising officers at least 14 days in advance. Note that all events are subject to change should Infinity's operations require. Then it kind of talks about, you've got your charity 5K charity run for Earth-based personnel. Attention Spartans, no armor during the fun run. You got a poker night, Atrium Park Valentine's Dance, Saturday night cage fight. Spartans from the Sydney team participate in an ancient cage match martial arts battle with no holds barred. It talks about christening services for the flagship of the UNSC, got a chili cook-off, and some other stuff. Nice little tidbits. Then there's a handwritten note here from who we're supposed to be. Reads, February 6th, 58. I'm a Spartan now after months of surgery and training just so I could survive using the armor. So here I am, sitting on Infinity, sore as hell from the wargame runs today. Commander Palmer says we're on the line at 0500, but wouldn't say what to expect. I learned in the Army when somebody high up tells you, wants you ready, but won't tell you why, it means a fight is coming. I read up on how 500 years ago a military group called the Air Force split off from the Army to form its own branch. It got me thinking about how little Spartan history there is. I can tell you that Carl Spaatz was the Air Force first Chief of Staff. But when I try to find out where 117 came from, there's nothing. Not his real name or how he trained. I can't even find out for sure if there were other S11s or S2s. Some say there were, but others say the Master Chief was the only one. It's almost as hard to piece together the story of the Spartan 3s. Just a few mentions from around when the Covenant hit Reach. Us, though, the Spartan 4s, were official as can be. Like with Infinity, the UNSC press corps can't get enough of talking about how we're the best of the best. But even then there are rumors. Where we're stationed, how we're recruiting to build our forces. Maybe someday, when I'm retired, I'll tell the real story of the Spartan 4s. I'll tell everyone how damn proud I felt tonight here on Infinity. So that's the end of that. There's 2 things included at the end. You probably maybe saw me take them out. This one is a War Games session summary. Kind of has it's end of a match. You've got your different people on your team. Team Majestic is right here. Blue team. Red team is Castle. And I think in Spartan Ops, it's actually what it's going to be. There's going to be Team Majestic and Team Castle. I'm pretty sure that's how they label it. Maybe it's war games, because this does say war games, but we'll find out, won't we? Then it has your number of your kills, your assists, and then your total individual score, basically made up of this. Kills are 10, assists are 5. So for example, we are Thorne, right? Or Gabriel Thorne. He had 10 kills and 10 assists, so 10 times 10 is 100, 10 times 5 is 50, 100 plus 50 is 150 over here, total individual score. Allow you to see that really well right there. I know it's probably still blurry. You got your team castle, then you've got your green. This is additional match results for February, and then you've got other team games here. So that's that. Here is a little secret note. Thorne, still looking for more. There we go. Still looking for more, but I found this on the network. If she did put it in the engines, if she did put the engines in this thing, then this has to be a letter to her, yeah? Hoya. And then we open it up. Restricted Oni message. 2. Redacted civilian recipient. So there's a couple places in here that things have been taken out, so I'm just going to say redacted. I realize this is an awkward note. We're both old and wise enough to know there's no love lost between us. But I do know that, differences aside, you do care about our success. I also realize you're not here under ideal conditions. You should accept both the reasoning behind and, bluntly, your own responsibility for this matter. When we started this project, it was a desperate dream. Create a redacted that could engage the Covenant on its own level, with brute force, with massive firepower, and with unflinching, unyielding ferocity. We built it in the redacted, hidden from view at the very outer periphery of our solar systems. It was one of the best-kept secrets in the history of human endeavor. We pulled it together in utter darkness from rock and iron and ice, and simply couldn't have been built in any other way. The tonnage alone would have been beggared mountains on redacted. I'm pretty sure they're talking about building the Infinity, but I'm not entirely sure. But out there, where the sun's wan light is as frozen and distant and pale as a specter, we lit our last torch, our final hope, a starship, redacted miles long, more powerful, deadlier than anything we or the Covenant could make space-worthy. Of course, the Spartans, or more accurately, redacted, saved us, and your agency in this is not unappreciated in some circles. They stopped the war before the redacted was complete. The brief moments of peace we had were not wasted. Some of us knew this couldn't last, so we kept going, and now our desperate dream is real. But things have changed. We're not fighting the kind of war we all lived through. So, redacted has become something new. It has become a missive we fire out into the universe that will give our enemies a simple warning. We are not afraid. We will not shrink from battle. We will not be cowed. And we will meet force with greater force. We are humanity. We are ascendant. The engines worked because you redacted. The redacted was completed because of your research. But this is bigger than you, bigger than us. I have no right to ask anything of you on a personal level. So I am appealing to you on a professional level. Take care of redacted. Protect its crew. Protect Earth. Regards, M. I don't know who this is. I don't know who it's to. I don't know who it's from. Maybe Spartan Ops will tell us more. I'm not entirely sure. So that's that right there. Moving on to this. This little packet is the online stuff. So here you've got your Forward Unto Dawn. They want you to go on and watch it on. You can watch it on Xbox Live. So it kind of gives you a code underneath my thumb, blocking it just in case. My friend hasn't used it yet. Special edition of it's a special edition of Forward Unto Dawn. So actually, there's maybe perhaps other material on there. And on the back, it has the instructions how to access it. This is, you can, on the back there's codes, but you can unlock different things with this card. So this one is in-game armor skin. The armor is called Recruit. See if I can get it close for you to see. Probably won't focus, but... And then you have a skin, which is called Prime. So there's armor and a skin. Skin is coloring, armor is actual pieces, things that jut out and build on top. Down here you've got an assault rifle skin. It's called Prime. And you've got an in-game emblem called Prime. Over here you've got a specialization, early access to the 6 unique specializations, besides the 2 that are available at launch. You don't have to wait. See, they're going to be releasing the other specializations over months. So, and then here you can unlock your Spartan 4 avatar for Xbox if you want. And then you can also unlock a cryotube avatar prop. And the codes are on the back. This is a general warning to be careful while playing. Don't go into seizures. Make sure you sleep and eat and breathe. And this is a 14-day free Xbox Live Gold trial. Now this is the final piece in the box before we move on to the in-game stuff. Just simple letterhead. It says, "Attention, Gabriel Thorne, Fire Team Majestic." So he's on Team Blue. I'm pretty sure Majestic is blue. Contents mission briefing, message handling instruction. Do not remove from SDEC. Read and destroy down here at the bottom. Okay, so here's this now. All missions are reviewed in person with Spartan Sarah Palmer prior to deployment. Move on down. Attention! While missions are performed in cooperation with other UNSC branches, mission details are shared at a command level as necessary and are not to be disseminated by fire team personnel, aka Spartans. Failure to maintain interagency secrecy will result in severe disciplinary action to be determined on a case-by-case basis. I don't even think you can read this, but it's right here. Case-by-case basis by an Office of Naval Intelligence Tribunal. Codename, 3-Card Monty. Assigned to Fire Team Majestic. Assigned by Spartan Sarah Palmer. Assignment date February 11th. Mission location REQ, which is Requiem 822D. Mission goal. Majestic is tasked with search and destroy on multiple Covenant cultist outposts. Expect support from Tower, Castle, and Domino teams at locations REQ 822A, B, and C. All teams will work in concert, operating under direct supervision of Spartan Sarah Palmer. Covenant outposts are expected to contain data regarding Requiem cult leadership. Search for and retrieve this data. Fireteam Majestic is free from worry, aka interagency secrecy practices. As data scrub will be handled post-mission before passing to Infinity Science. So yeah, this is all about Spartan Ops mission. Heavy Covenant resistance expected. Additional weapons procured on site. That's kind of cool. I haven't played the Spartan Ops mission yet, so I don't know the details on how this relates, but I like the idea of, getting a mission briefing before you actually play. So that is the limited edition pack in here. We're now going to switch over to the Xbox, and you can see. Let's go ahead and switch over. Here we go. Now, I'm going to take you in from the beginning so you can see it all, okay? You can see the startup screens and everything, which I think is pretty dope.